So the devs behind the very successful Cuphead game did say they are going to be delaying the upcoming DLC until 2020. Apparently, the DLC for Cuphead was supposed to be coming out sometime in 2019, but it looks like it is going to be delayed until 2019, and it looks like the devs behind Cuphead have a very good reason to be delaying the DLC until 2020. And I know a lot of people out there probably aren't happy to hear the news that the Cuphead DLC is being delayed, but once you hear why they're actually delaying the DLC, I think a lot of people out there will be okay with the DLC coming out in 2020. I will have to admit something. At the time of this recording, 2020 is quite a long time away, so you do have a ways to wait for the upcoming Cuphead DLC. But basically what it boils down to, the main reason the Cuphead devs are actually delaying the DLC for Cuphead is, one, they do have a very small studio and they actually don't have a lot of employees. So they said if they were going to release the DLC in 2019, that means most likely their employees would have to work under these very bad conditions. And the main reason they're delaying the DLC for Cuphead is because they want to make sure all their employees are actually working under very good conditions. If you don't know anything, there was an article about 4 to 5 months ago from Kotaku actually explaining the whole situation around the gaming industry. And apparently from Kotaku, a lot of development teams or a lot of companies aren't actually treating their employees right. Like for instance, Activision, EA, etc. Not every single company out there in the gaming industry, but there are companies in the gaming industry that actually don't treat their employees right. Like I said again, for instance, like EA or Activision and things like that, all they care about is pushing out these products as fast as possible. So that means the health of their employees aren't good. That means the mental state of their employees aren't good. That also means that they do work in these very bad conditions. Overall, it's not good for the employees at these different gaming companies, and it does suck as an employee for these companies like EA, Activision, and other companies that you actually don't get a say into what type of stuff you have to do for the company. So for instance, if the company says you have to work these long shifts, maybe 80 to 90 hour shifts per week, and also you may not live in these very good living conditions. Also, you may be stressed out. You may have to work on holidays and things like that. Obviously, that does suck for the employees, and it does suck. A lot of these devs only care about money, and they actually don't care about the people behind the game. They don't care about their employees, because let's face it, if you are a gaming company and you have a lot of people on your team, if you generally made a great product, then why would you have to force your employees to work in these very bad conditions? Why would you force them to work on holidays, to miss things like being with their family, miss things with like going on vacations and things like that? Honestly, it just does not make sense to me. And honestly, as a human being, I do respect everything that the Cuphead devs have to say about this DLC. Sure, it does suck that the DLC is not coming out in 2019, but just the fact that they care about their employees whatsoever, I'm definitely really happy about that, and I'll definitely support them 100% of the way. I don't like it when companies like Activision or EA treat their employees like crap. Why would you actually want to treat your employees like crap? And then when this news breaks that you're treating your companies like crap, they're generally people like me that don't want to support your games, whether it's EA, Activision, and things, because why would I want to give company money if they're actually treating their employees bad? It's pretty much supporting things I do not believe in, and I do not believe in treating your employees bad. You should be able to treat your employees right by still making money. If you made a generally good enough game, there would be no reason why you'd have to rush these games on the market. And to top it all off, big companies like EA and Activision make so many games and have so many things that they publish anyway, that they should be having enough money in the bank anyway, that they should be financially stable. So there is no excuse to why they're making their companies work under these very strenuous and very tedious and very bad living conditions and very bad working conditions when it comes to these companies. Honestly, it just does not make sense. It just shows to you that they're very pathetic. It also shows to you that they're very greedy. All they care about is money. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about consumers. They don't care about their employees. They pretty much don't care about anything but that green paper, and that's not good, and that's something that really does show through, and that's something I do not like about certain companies. So 2 thumbs up to the Cuphead developers for actually caring about their employees, for actually making sure that their employees work under these very good conditions, and overall 2 thumbs up. And I do understand, and I do actually like what they're doing when it comes to this Cuphead DLC. On one hand, you are going to have to wait quite some time for this Cuphead DLC, but two reasons why it's not too bad. First of all, like I said, it's good for the employees' health, and second of all, you will get a better product at the end of the road. You do have to realize if the Cuphead DLC came out sometime in 2019 compared to 2020, that means most likely it would have been rushed because, like I said before, the Cuphead developers probably don't have a lot of people on their team, and then on top of that, if they had more time to generally work on this, that means it wouldn't be rushed. So overall, you'd be getting a much more better quality quality DLC when it comes to Cuphead. The employees would be much more better situations and things like that. So again, 2 thumbs up for the developers behind this Cuphead DLC for actually caring about their employees and things like that. Anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News signing out.